everybody, welcome to Pub Crawlers. I'm Matthew.
I'm Kevin.
And we have Mark with some...
Champagne. Actually, sparkling wine.
Okay, why do you have champagne? Sparkling wine.
Sparkling wine. Actually, the reason I don't have champagne is because champagne actually comes from Champagne region of France. Everything else is sparkling wine.
I didn't know that.
The reason I said champagne
Okay.
is because this one is actually just a California sparkling, but it is done method champenois.
So what's the occasion?
It's New Year's, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It comes right after Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You remember those 12 years of Christmas?
No, I don't. I hope y'all do.
It was a great time.
It was a great time, but we're going into a new year, apparently.
But before we get there, I have a message for you. You know, I really enjoyed all the work I did with Santa. So he said, well, when you're going to come and ring in the new year, you got to ring it in right. So I brought a little gift for you.
You know you love it, man.
What?
I said you know you love it,
I can't
man.
hear either now. Hey, I said Happy New Year, by the way, if you didn't catch that. Okay. All right, go ahead, Mark.
All right. What we got here today, guys, is...
That legitimately hurt.
Alright, so that part's gonna go away. So, hey, what we got here today, guys, is Hacienda Cellars sparkling California wine, and it's a Brut.
I'm listening, kinda.
A Brut is actually Brut is a term of the dryness of this sparkling. The Brut is pretty much the driest. You'd think extra dry would be drier than Brut, but it's not. Brut is drier than extra dry. Then on the sweeter side, you got spumantes.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
Extra dry.
Drier than dry.
It really doesn't make sense, but just food for thought. When you're buying a sparkling, if you're looking for something really dry, you want it Brut.
Okay.
Not so dry, you want it extra dry. And then there's so many other different levels, but one thing that everyone knows is spumante. Spumantes
Spumoni?
will be not
I love that ice cream.
Spumante.
Oh, okay.
It's another Italian sparkling.
Yeah.
This one is
Yes.
actually, as I was saying earlier, method champenois. Method champenois means that this is actually fermented, or secondary fermentation is in the bottle. They take
okay.
Chardonnay wine. Chardonnay, where did that come from? They take Chardonnay wine.
Because it's extraordinary.
Yes, and they add sugar and yeast
Okay.
to the wine, and then they actually cap it with, in a sense, a bottle cap, beer bottle cap. We're gonna look at, after we take the cork out, we're gonna look at it, but it's capped. And then it's put on a riddling rack. What a riddling
rack.
riddling rack.
I'm learning all kinds of fun facts right
What a
now.
riddling rack is, they take and they put the yeast and the sugar in the bottle, and then they put it in a rack on a slight angle. And they
Towards
have-
the cap.
towards the neck.
Okay.
And they actually have riddlers. They're not really called riddlers.
it
I'm calling them
spins.
riddlers. They turn the bottles.
Whoa.
And as they turn them, they also bring them up. So all of the yeast and any sediment settles in the neck.
Damn, that's really cool. I didn't know
It
that.
is. That's where it gets its sparkle from, actually.
Oh.
Carbon dioxide gases caused by the yeast eating the sugar, and hence
I'm like,
the bubbles.
Nice.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of mind blown right now.
I feel like
That-
I'm in school.
Yeah, like,
And then what they do, like I said, they flash freeze the neck.
okay.
And that little bit of that frozen liquid,
Uh-huh.
they take it out. And then they put what's called a dosage back into the bottle.
Is that what gives it the pressure?
No, the pressure's already in there.
How do they do that?
It's chemistry, man.
Science.
Weird science, man.
No, chemistry.
Interesting. That's super cool.
But
Yeah.
they take that, and then the dosage is what determines the sugar levels.
Okay.
If they want it extra dry, the dosage may be no sugar whatsoever in the dosage. They want Brut, whichever they
Right.
want. If they want something semi-sweet, they'll add a little more sugar in that dosage.
Both those. All we can say right now is, huh?
Yeah, we just learning and
Yeah,
listening.
this is so cool.
Yeah.
And that's one thing too that's so neat about all of this is you're gonna, I enjoy learning. And it's constantly a learning experience. And then there again, okay, think about it. This bottle was actually capped with a cap. Then after they took the cap off, they
Right.
froze the neck, took the cap off, took that little bit out, put the dosage back in, then they put this cork in there. And they put a basket. You know why they put a basket?
To hold the cork down, because so much pressure
To
will.
hold the pressure.
So is this
Correct.
like gonna make all kind of noise and hit the roof?
No, that's what a lot of people think. You have to take and open a champagne. Actually, you should be careful when you do open champagnes because that cork can go off. Remove the basket. And then what you want to do, you don't want to make this cork fly out the bottle. What you want to do is watch this.
Twist it and release the pressure.
You want the bubbles to stay in the bottle, not go out with the cork.
This is why I let
right.
Mark open this, not you. Kevin would just
Look at the cork.
absolutely.
The
like
cork
a
is
mushroom.
compressed, and it's going to keep expanding. But it's compressed, shoved in there.
Does the cork have a smell from the liquid?
Yeah,
It does?
smells like
Go for it.
champagne.
Ooh, it smells good. Yeah.
And the way to determine champagne, the quality, is the bubbles. Whenever you
That's
pour
really good.
champagne, if the bubbles just go away right away, it's not a great champagne.
Okay.
The more the smaller intense bubbles determine what you actually have in that bottle. See how it keeps bubbling?
It's alive.
Here you go.
Oh, that's for me?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Not yet, but it's
Well-
almost there. I got more than
I know. Give me that one.
I got more than you. I got more.
Kids,
Yes.
Just talking to you.
This doesn't matter.
they say, see the bubbles? They're still traveling.
Sure enough.
The longer they do that, the better the quality of the sparkling or champagne.
Very cool.
Still moving.
You know, this is the first time I've really had any kind of education on sparkling wine or champagne. I mean, I love to drink it, but I know very little about it. So this really is all new to me.
Look at Kevin's. You can still see the
Well,
bubbles.
yeah, he has half the bottle in his glass, so.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. I'll get more after.
Make him feel involved.
Well, we'll say this for the new year. This is New Year's Eve.
New Year's
So,
Eve, ringing in the new year.
it's delicious.
And you feel the bubbles in your mouth.
It doesn't taste like it smells though. When I smell it, I'm like smelling fruit, maybe maybe a hint of pear or something. But when I taste it, it's not there. It's more leveled out, not as much sweetness. I guess that's what the Brut variety does.
This is 100% Chardonnay also. That kind of helps you with what grape varietal is in there. It's Chardonnay.
Right.
So whenever you taste it again and you think you're drinking Chardonnay, that's what it is. It's
But it doesn't have
very-
that sweet champagne taste or feel like sometimes you may go to a New Year's Eve party and they give everyone a glass of champagne and everyone takes the baby sip and he puts it on the table. Why? Because it's over the top sweet. This one isn't like
No,
that.
it's-
one
this
is not.
is-
This is
right.
one of the driest. This is the Brut.
This is good.
But it's also very smooth.
It is soft.
Which it's soft. I'm sorry.
And citrusy.
soft. Yes. You know, it's not like just what you said. Typically, when I drink champagne, I mean, it's either low quality or whatever, and it's when you take a sip, it's almost overbearing with the sweetness. This is you can taste the Chardonnay in here. It's and it's you still get the bubbles or the fizz,
Right.
but it's oddly soft.
Different.
It is
And
it's different.
I'm watching y'all take a sip, but take a sip, and whenever you feel the bubbles, not explode, but you feel the bubbles on your whole palate.
Absolutely.
It's still bubbling too.
It's gonna be a good New Year.
I think so.
Yeah.
So we're going to 2000 what?
19.
19.
I'm getting old.
No.
Not me.
I'm gonna be 46.
Me too.
Not me.
Welcome.
Well,
He turned 22 last year.
okay, Matt. That's enough.
What?
It's New Year's, buddy.
Yeah, it is. Ring your bell.
It's time to go party.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Ring us into the new year.
Do you want to try
That
it?
way. That way.
It works better if I put it down.
Physics.
Okay, Matt. Bring us in.
Mr. Mark, as always, thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Kevin,
Happy New Year's.
I guess I'll be seeing a lot of you.
Yes, but I'm sending the bell back.
Good, because Santa did bring a letter to me. I wasn't gonna tell you about it, but you got recruited.
For what?
I'm not gonna tell you about it.
I thought you was gonna tell me I made the naughty list.
I'm waiting till your birthday.
Okay. You got a long way to wait.
My birthday's every day.
Okay.
That's why I drink champagne. Anyways, hopefully see a lot of you this New Year as well. Hopefully see a lot of you this New Year's as well. Thank y'all so much for viewing. It's gonna be an amazing year. We have a lot of exciting stuff coming for you. Just wanna say, from everyone here at Pub Crawlers, from myself, Kevin, Mr. Mark, and all of our crew, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.